What's up, my friends? Welcome back to our blind Let's Play of The Witcher. Here we are with Geralt, and we are in Triss's house. We're about to go down and turn the little magical orb into her. Well, oh, never mind. She's right here. Well, we're going to turn the magical orb into her, and then we are going to go ahead and start the main quest. To be honest, I kind of want to get these weapons off of me. Sell them off. But maybe we'll make our way over to the inn, which we probably will, because we got to go to Levarden anyway. But let's just look at the journal, just in case. The dentist stuff, Witcher secrets, wanted, nothing new. Stuff about my identity, which is pretty cool. I believe that not every monster deserves to die, which is really cool, man. I like the way this is going with the identity thing. It's just giving more to the story here. So we fist fighting, dice poker. I don't know if we beat everybody in this act. I'm pretty sure we did to the best of our abilities. Unless we can play like Levarden or Triss or something, who knows. And of course, Berengard's out there somewheres. Political schemes with Salamadra and the mirror. So I want to talk about, before we head out, I want to talk about Salamadra because I didn't talk about it when the episode happened and the mirror situation happened, but like going back to old videos and editing and stuff, and I fell upon the video with what the hell was it? I can't remember. It was way back when, but it is cool because going through your videos and editing stuff, you seem to fall upon things that you don't really realize when everything is going down in the heat of the moment right then and there. But long story short, what I fell upon was the whole thing with the mirror and the situation with Talar. Like, I remember the whole thing with the mirror. We had the Radovid guy saying that he used Salamadra. Not just used them, but Salamadra did say to Radovid that we have acquaintances. You know what I mean? Like, we have mutual friends. Okay, now in the book that Talar gave us, that book literally said something about the shadowy people. It was talking about Dijkstra, and from my knowledge, Dijkstra is kind of parts of Redania. I'm not sure if he still is, but he had a whole thing with Vizimir and Redania. He was their spy master. Anyways, in that book it said something about he keeps the Order of the Flame and Rose close to him, and he keeps the sorceresses close to him. Now, if Radovid is still dealing with maybe the Order, then that means that, well, if Radovid in general is dealing with the Order, because Dijkstra dealt with the Order, and it seems like that's where they were created in Redania, it seems like Radovid may be the other allies that he was talking about is the Order. And if the Salamadra guy said we have mutual allies, then that means the Order has something to do with Salamadra too. So I may be thinking ahead, I don't know, but that just dawned upon me when I seen that part again. So I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe the Order does have something to do with Salamadra. Who knows, but that has to be the other ally. I can't imagine him being allies with the Scoia'tael. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling on. Let's go ahead and just...
I want a puppy.
Let's go ahead and just talk to these two.
We can't have a dog the way we live.
You're bad. I could hug him.
Well, I guess you could hug him, pal.
You're so good with Alvin.
Listen, I found a magical stone at the Salamadra hideout.
Interesting. Let me see. Geralt, it's a telecommunicator. It leaves a magical trace of any transfers.
Meaning?
With a bit of luck, we can use this to find the Salamadra base.
So...
We'll talk to Levarden about it.
I should get back to the banquet and speak with Triss or Lavarden. I should ask Triss about tracing Radovid's magic stone.
You're so...
Know anything more about that magic communicator I gave you?
It allows conversations over short distances. With some knowledge of magic, one can draw quite a bit of information from it. If the salamanders were using it to communicate with their base, I should be able to pinpoint its location.
Short distances. Interesting. Can you check the last communication?
The communicator sent a signal to a house in Vizima. It's marked on your map. Is there something I should know?
I have a hunch. I'll check it out.
All right, but be careful.
I'll see you later.
First mark the destination of the magic signal from... Let's go ahead and... I should go back to the banquet and speak with Triss or Lavarden now. Where's the, Triss told me the salamanders could possibly use the stone to communicate with anyone at great distance. The person they talked to in Vizima, Triss managed to calculate where the signal might have come from. You marked a spot on your map. Let's go ahead and go there, which is kind of close actually. Alright Triss, take it easy pal. Have a good one. Things are starting to heat up, friends. I'm telling you, I may have thought ahead when I was just explaining the Radovid situation with Dijkstra. Just that book, it just made me think of... Because Radovid might not have anything to do with Dijkstra in general, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't... We don't know, I don't know. Where's the blacksmith guy? Come here, pal. Take this stuff. I want you to have this sword. It's freaking shiny, just for you. You can polish it just like you polish your head. Let's get out of here, man. I love these people in this game. They got freaking character. Or they just make me talk to them. That's not it. Is it over here? We might have actually been... Excuse me, decrepit one. Yeah, it's gotta be this. Radovid's hideout. Go figure. Radovid the Stern, look at him. Might as well take it. Screw it. Hey there, pal.
Hello again, Witcher.
Greetings, Radovid.
No magic mirror between us this time. I'm pleased you found my sanctuary. Triss Merigold lent a hand, am I right?
You know Triss?
Not personally, but I know Philippa Eilhart, and that's like knowing all sorceresses. I wish to speak with you, Witcher.
Who is Philippa?
One of Redania's most prominent citizens. She has bribed, dazzled, or bullied half of Redania's elite. She also belongs to the Lodge of Sorceresses, as does your Triss.
They don't accept sorcerers?
No. Each sorceress believes she's to decide the fate of the world. Sometimes they do.
If you say so.
Don't disregard sorceresses. Beautiful, wise, helpful. At least so they present themselves. Someday, I'll put them in their place. Though in her favor, Triss once betrayed her girlfriends.
I trust Triss.
Mark my words.
Who are you? And I don't mean your name.
Good question, but one with no simple answer. I was raised at the Redanian royal court. My father was murdered during the war with Nilfgaard. Ever since I lost interest in toys, I've strived to regain my heritage, find my father's murderers, and introduce order to my lands. Sadly, I'm surrounded by corrupt traitors, overly ambitious sorceresses, and frustrated chaplains of the Eternal Fire.
From what I've seen, the upper crust in Temeria is the same.
Nothing attracts sons of bitches like power.
You wanted something?
Familiar with these strange edicts in Vizima?
I've heard about them.
They bear the royal seal, but some suspect fraud.
Tell me more.
It's just as Tala said. Foltest didn't sign these. I'd recognize his signature.
You know Taller?
Certainly. I'd be a fool not to know Temeria's chief of intelligence.
So Foltest didn't declare martial law?
No. I feel I should inform him of this.
Well, then go ahead. Inform him and tell him to come back wherever the hell he is.
What's your connection to Ada?
I had hoped to persuade her to marry the King of Redania, which would benefit both kingdoms. With Foltest's help, our king could finally rid himself of all the parasites surrounding him. In turn, Redania could support Temeria in its fight against the Scoia'tael. I need not mention the benefits of increased trade. The kingdoms united could resist the expanding powers of the knightly orders and the guilds. Additionally...
Enough. You've convinced me. But I'm not Ada.
And you, Witcher, what do you think of Foltest's daughter?
What do you want to know?
You're an expert on monsters. You broke her Strigger spell.
True.
Can she bear children?
I don't see why not.
Healthy, human children?
I believe so. One of the knowing could examine her.
Thank you. Keep this conversation confidential, and please don't meddle in Redania's dynastic intentions.
I generally don't meddle, so you have nothing to fear, Your Majesty.
When did you figure it out?
Well, there's the way you spoke of Redania, of Ada, and then there's your ring.
If ever in Redania, visit the royal court. Farewell.
Farewell, King.
Temeria is a mess.
So he wants to marry himself off to Ada. That probably won't go well. To bring the two nations together, Temeria and Redania. He's got something going on though, friends. Like, yes, he might marry the queen, but I would think in this game, besides Queen Meve, obviously, and Calanthe, I would think kings probably have a higher chance of becoming the full ruler, I guess. So if he's king of Redania and he marries Ada, he might as well, if something happens to Foltest at some point, then it would obviously go down to Ada, which is definitely the reason why Foltest wanted us to save Ada in the book, for, you know, reasons of state, pretty much, I'm guessing. Unless Foltest has other children, I have no idea. But we only know of Ada. So if anything would happen, I wonder if he's just plotting to take over Temeria in general, because it seems like it. He's a little shady, man. I don't think I like this guy. I don't know. I feel like he's a liar. But we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, at least now.
Witcher.
Farewell.
He seems sly, man. I don't know. But then again, his intentions could be purely, pure, man. Maybe he does like Ada. You know, who knows? Well, there's no point in waiting around. We might as well go back to Lavarden and get the quest started here. Because there's nothing else that we could possibly do. There was a house that you guys said go into, again, the workshop. But I did go into the workshop once and talk to people in there. But let's just go once more and see if there's anything going on besides that alchemist guy.
Quiet. That's called progress. How can I help?
What is this place?
A factory. Were you raised in the woods?
Actually, I was raised in the woods.
Then behold, the newest factory in Temeria. We manufacture more arms than all sword makers combined. Yes?
Who owns the factory?
The shareholders prefer anonymity.
Can I contact them?
I'll pass along a message.
Can I purchase arms?
Sorry, no individual customers.
Who are these swords for?
Confidentiality requires. Wait, industrial spy, are you?
Just curious.
I would tell you, but for the confidentiality clause.
So, a contract.
Quiet, or court spies will hear us.
The royal court imposed secrecy. Can't the royal court know about the order?
Quiet, I beg you. Certain agents I can speak with openly, while others I can't.
I get it. There are two factions at court, one of which ordered weapons while the other remains ignorant.
I've said too much. Don't repeat this anywhere.
Just one more thing.
Interesting.
I'm busy.
So they're producing arms for another faction.
By human. Even dwarves don't work so hard.
Obviously,
Still here?
either Salamadra or the Order, I would say.
When we first spoke, you mentioned Zerrikanian masters.
I attempted to solve the riddle of steel using a worthless Zerrikanian book. I'd gladly swap it for something else.
Like what?
Red meteorite iron ore for my experiments.
Which book?
Zerrikanian. Something about explosive substances.
May be useful.
Still here?
Bye.
Next time, don't arrive when I'm mixing explosive
I'll try not to.
Alright, I think that's probably it then. Just some minor banter. More banter about, who is getting the weapons. I just don't know who it is. It's probably Salamadra. It's probably not the Order, because the Order probably has their own. And then that book, I'm not going to look for a thing to give that guy, because he's going to give us a book on bombs, which we probably already bought. So I might as well just go over to the inn. That's the way, right?
No reason to be here.
There is a reason to be here, pal.
Those
ruffians
swords
own
just
town halls.
Best to wait it out.
Yeah, ruffian. Let's just go ahead to Levarden. You goddamn ruffians.
You're different.
Damn right I'm different, baby. Check me out. Hey, Tyler, what's up?
Having
None.
Tyler ain't got shit going on, pals.
The bliss of leisure.
Where's Levarden's big old ass?
Sometimes I prefer to be a peasant. We have news about Salamadra.
Good news, I hope.
Alas, no. Its influence reaches further than we anticipated.
And you have an offer for me.
Why the sarcasm? Salamadra has strong political backing. We've been unable to convince town or military authorities to take them on.
How's that possible?
I suspect it relates to recent suspicious edicts.
What will you do?
We need support. An army unit or similar force.
How does that involve me?
We'd like you to negotiate with our potential allies.
Who do you have in mind?
Salamadra have ruffled some feathers. The Squaretor, the Order of the Flaming Rose.
I'll see what I can do.
If you succeed, we will meet them here.
I need to speak with Levarden, the Unforgiven. Completed the investigation. Time to confront the guilty. I must convince either Yavin and the elves or Siegfried and his friends of the Order to join us. Well, obviously I'm not doing Siegfried.
All according to...
So let's go ahead and find Yavin. He said he's at... What's his face's house? Vivaldi. So we're gonna have to go back to Triss's and then teleport. Freaking teleport. It's probably coming to an end, friends. I'm so interested to wonder, like, I'm wondering where the hell we're gonna go next. Because I would think that we have all of Azima done. Unless it sends us to another part of Azima. This whole game might very well be in Vizima. What's up, Triss? Come here and talk to me.
You're...
Yeah. Have a good one, Triss. What's up, Alvin?
Carol?
No, Alvin. Sword.
But I wanna...
Yeah, come on. So Alvin pretty much says the same shit. Kinda. Damn, we got surprisingly slower over here. The hell? I wonder if we can talk to Shani again, but probably not, friends. What's up, Yavin?
Did you want something, Wolf?
I have an offer. Do you want to see Salamadra destroyed?
They're also Dwan, but they bother me more than most. What did you have in mind?
I have powerful friends who see a way to destroy that organization.
I can't say I'm keen to see that happen. But since you helped me...
Does that mean you'll meet with them?
When and where, Wolf?
At a tavern in the trade quarter, the new Nera Court.
Vizima is heavily guarded. But for you, I'll find a way. See you there, Wolf.
It'll be worth your time, I assure you.
Hell yeah, Yavin. I should tell Triss about the secret meeting.
I need time. We'll meet there.
Alright. What do you say we go back to Triss now, friends? You think that's a damn good idea? Back and forth, back and forth? It's cool though. It's not like he's gonna be where we need him to be. Exactly. Good thing these teleports are a thing, man. I mean, these devs were really thinking ahead, I'm telling you. To put this damn teleport in here and making life so much easier. Excuse me, Triss. You have business to attend to.
Listen, I've found us some allies.
Great. In time for our meeting with Luvarden. We'll discuss it with him.
Agreed.
Geralt, you should know we've angered some powerful people. This meeting could change much.
What do you mean?
Tend to any unfinished business in Vizima, and prepare. Afterwards, it may be too late.
I'm ready. Let's meet at the new Nera Court.
I'll inform the interested parties.
How do you know who?
I'm a sorceress, remember? And you think so loud, I can't help reading your mind.
Simmer down. With the mind reading, I should go to the new Nera Court. Alright, I mean, I feel like we did everything. What's the point in second guessing ourselves and running around the city just opening doors? I'm pretty sure we got into every building that we possibly can. I honestly did not jump into every single building here, friends. Sadly, but I just feel like it's bullshit gear, and the time to go into the houses compared to what we're actually probably going to get from the houses money-wise, it's probably not worth it. So
you're in danger.
What? Why?
The militia learned of your meetings. Salamadra has spies in the army. You must flee.
No, I won't. I must speak to the others.
The Salamanders will be here soon.
Then I'll face them. You run.
You must think poorly of me if you believe I'd let you face them alone. I expected you'd stay and fight. My people are ready. They volunteered.
Don't get yourself killed. If anything should happen to you, Carmen
will understand.
City guards? How did you...
You're not the only ones with informers in the army.
Vincent, siding with the Witcher was foolish. You don't stand a chance.
We'll see.
This is your end.
Time to leave. My allies await. You're done.
You will die slow.
Tough cop. Whore from the slums. True love. Love that overcomes a powerful curse. A fairy tale. In a world dominated by scorn and meanness, a world full of bandits and murderers, true love can still work wonders. Lost causes are worth a struggle. A fairy tale.
I better see Tristan Lavardin right away. Well, we're kind of in the middle of fighting here. There we go. We did it, Vinny. We wrecked him, pal. I think one of his guards got killed, sadly. Poor feller.
Hurry. Hurry. Hurry.
Alright, Vincent. I'm so happy that he freaking came and helped, man. That's so cool. Like, what a great story he had, man. Vincent probably has the best story in the game so far. Without a doubt, man. That is so cool that he actively came here to help us, man. I'm guessing decisions that we have made in the past, if we didn't rightly do things the way we did it, he probably wouldn't be there, man. What a tale, though.
You finally arrive, Wolf.
Greetings.
We were waiting.
Decided anything?
Yavin has decided to cooperate.
Under certain conditions, Dwan.
We'll deal with those conditions later. Everything's ready.
Ready for what?
Teleportation, Wolf. Thanks to the stone you commandeered.
Triss will teleport you and Yavin to the Salamander base, where you'll open the gate.
When?
That's the final point we need to decide. Quiet. I hear footsteps.
The door is locked.
Open up, in the name of King Foltest and the Flaming Rose!
It's DeWitt.
I didn't foresee this.
We know about your illegal gathering with the elf. Open up, or you will hang!
Sorceress, teleport us now. My unit is ready.
Are you crazy?
He's right, Geralt. This may be our only chance. Akimbaga Hara.
I once saw a mage who emerged from a teleport without his legs. They arrived 5 seconds later.
On 3, we break the door down!
Maybe there's another way.
Dakambra der Hadrin.
Well, we might not have any legs now. Thanks, Lavardin, for putting that in my mind, man. Okay, so before we go forward, and we're obviously...
Where the hell am I? Triss overdid it this time.
Right? I'm gonna save here, but we're gonna talk about some things. So, like, what I was saying is that, like, what a tale, man, because, like, your decisions probably weigh heavy upon you, man, later on, especially to that point. Like, easily going into the second act, you could have definitely named a few people guilty, probably. This game wanted you to believe that people were guilty, and actively none of them were. And it's really cool because you would definitely think, if you didn't really think into stuff, that maybe Ramsmeat or Kalkstein could have a part of it. But like the whole thing in the beginning with Kalkstein not wanting to help Salamadra right then and there was the one that kind of threw me towards him definitely being innocent. But the whole thing with Vincent, like, I feel like without the whole Coleman situation, I probably would have never had such a good relationship with Vincent. And that's kind of strange because Coleman, from what I'm led to believe, you guys said that Coleman dies only if you side with the Scoia'tael in the very beginning, that very first thing with Heron Brog. So you would have to side against them for Coleman to be alive, but Coleman dies as soon as you talk to Raymond. And we didn't talk to Raymond right away, so like the decisions and the choices that you can make really play effect in later on. And then the whole thing with just their stories in general, like Taller has a great story. He was obviously better in the second act, but I still like Taller. I still think he has a great story. And then Vincent definitely has the best story in the game, coming from that secretive cop type to Batman type superhero with the werewolf, and now he's would not let us fight by ourselves because of all the stuff that we did for him, and that is super cool, man, and I really dig it. For how old this game is, I'm telling you, this game is definitely, it has got to be within the top 3 of best games I've ever played, and we're not even to the end of the game. That's just how good this game is, and I just feel like this game definitely should get way more credit than what it has gotten, because this is definitely ranked the worst Witcher game. And if this is the worst Witcher game to you guys out there, then I'm shudder to think of how good the other games actually are. Because I think this game is definitely top 3 to top 5 material and best games I've ever played. So before we head forward, we're going to read some stuff. I met with Radovid himself. He is deeply involved in the schemes afoot in Vizima, knows everything about the Forged Edicts, and seems very interested in Princess Ada, and of course he rules neighboring Redania. In some way, I've learned too much. Dealing with kings is never wise. I'll never get Salamadra this way. I won't risk meddling in the matters of monarchs, obviously. What am I doing here? I'm inside the Salamadra base, though I have no idea where it is on top of that. Where is my backup? I'm in the Salamadra base. I must locate my reinforcements. So he said Triss overdo it. We kind of came in different spots, perhaps, then. And then nothing else in there. Nilfgaard. The Nilfgaardian Empire is a powerful and ancient Rome in the far south. At its capital, the city of Nilfgaard, located on the river of Alba. The empire arose through conquest, assimilating nearby kingdoms. Only the inhabitants of lands near the river Alba have the right to call themselves Nilfgaardians. A significant amount of elven blood runs through their veins of the people, while their language is a variant of the Elder language. The Empire is an aggressive and willingly invades neighboring lands. Its war with the Northern Kingdoms ended 5 years ago, yet in spite of the peace treaty, Nilfgaard has failed to give up its claims on the northern territories. One of the northern kingdoms, Redania, is a wealthy Rome which profits from trade and agriculture. For ages it has fought a customs war with Temeria, which is its main competitor in the north. The country possesses the best intelligence service in the world. The government of Redania is heavily influenced by sorceresses, obviously because Dijkstra, Sigismund Dijkstra, whatever his name is, yeah. And this makes me think that since they are, fought a customs war with Temeria, that he's probably not just. He's probably doing that shit to take over Temeria, or try to. I don't think we really need to read Vivaldi's Bank. Redanian borders Temeria in the north. It is ruled by King Radovid V, also known as Radovid the Stern, son of the murdered King Vizimir. The monarch was 13 when his father was killed, so the royal council assumed power until the prince became of age. After his coronation, Radovid gained I can't say that word. Radovid gained something for dealing brutality with anyone who had previously mistreated him or his mother, Hedvig. The most important cities in Redania are the capital of Tredegor, the free city of Novigrad, which enjoys far-reaching autonomy, and Oxenfurt, with its famous university. Notoriety? Why can't I say that word? It's such an easy word. Weird. So we're going to save here, and then when we head back, we are going to go ahead and assault this damn base, friends. Take him out. Figure out what the hell's going on with Salamadra. Hopefully, we find Jav out here and mop his ass on the floor. Make a little pretty stain on the floor when we're done with him. Anyways, friends, take it easy. Have a good one, and be safe out there. Take care.